inside of the root of your project, create a new folder, call it mod, and inside of this folder, create a new file called add-tag.php. Inside of this new file, we're going to start with the opening PHP tag, require once, and we're going to require our autoload file, which will have to go up one level, then inc folder, then autoload.php. Okay, after this require once function, we check if. Now it's going to be quite a long list. Then after this if, we're going to have else statement. And in the else statement, we simply echo JSON and code array error equals true. Okay, so now we're checking if, and we start with the ID, because we've sent all these parameters here, as you can see, ID label, view top, view left, tooltip top, and tooltip left. We have to check if all of them are included in this call. And because we're using getJSON, all these parameters are sent using get method. So isn't empty underscore get, and we check with ID, then end, and I'm just going to copy because otherwise I'm going to just type and type. So isn't empty label, end isn't empty, and this time we're checking for view top, end isn't empty, view left, end isn't empty, tooltip top, and isn't empty, tooltip left. So if all of these are included and are not empty, then we create a new database object, new dbase. And the first thing we're going to do is to include all these, insert all these values to the database. So we start with a SQL statement, insert into tags, and now we have fields, image, label, view top, view left, then we have tool tip top and tool tip left, and then we have values. How many of them do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 question marks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's our SQL statement. Now we check if object db insert, we have SQL as first parameter and array as the second, and we're going to put all these values in a second. Then we have obviously what's going to happen inside of this if statement. Then we have else, and again we're going to echo exactly the same thing, JSON and code with the array of the index with index error equals true. So now values. First one is the image. So we're going to scroll up and get the ID. So get ID is the first one. Then we have a label. So comma label. Then we have view top. So get view top. Then we have view left. Then we go for tooltip top. And lastly, we have tooltip left. So if all this been successful, if the insert statement has been successfully executed, then we are creating the ID variable, and we assign the ID of the record which we've just added to the database. Now let's move to the next video and we continue with this file. We just need to create the response basically and JSON encode it and send it back to our JavaScript file, but that's in the next video.